developing a taste for competition that was both physical and psychological. Teachers and coaches described him as a natural leader, intense, disciplined, and fiercely competitive. His early exposure to amateur wrestling in high school planted the first seeds of what would become his professional path. Unlike many later pro wrestlers who transitioned from football or powerlifting, Sullivan's foundation was technical. He learned real grappling before stepping into a ring. After high school, Sullivan attended Boston University, where he continued to compete in athletics. Though accounts differ on how long he stayed enrolled, most sources confirm that he was active in both wrestling and bodybuilding circles in the late 1960s. He trained obsessively, often balancing school with time in the gym. It was during this period that he developed a lifelong fascination with strength training and physique culture. The late 1960s saw the rise of bodybuilding icons like Steve Reeves and Reg Park, who influenced a generation of young athletes. Sullivan began entering local bodybuilding competitions and won several regional amateur contests across Massachusetts and New England. His physique, thick, compact, and carved from heavy compound lifting, would later distinguish him from many of his contemporaries in the wrestling world. By 1970, Sullivan had become a respected competitor in the New England bodybuilding scene. He trained alongside local legends at hardcore gyms around Boston, including the early Gold's Gym style establishments where lifters and wrestlers mingled. This connection to the gym subculture would prove crucial when he later entered professional wrestling. Several trainers and promoters frequented those same gyms in search of talent. Boston had a thriving wrestling scene in the 1960s and early 1970s. Promoters like Tony Santos Sr. ran small promotions, often using high school gyms and armories as venues. Sullivan began attending those shows as a teenager, watching regional heroes like Killer Kowalski, Arnold Skolin, and Bruno Sammartino when they came to town. Killer Kowalski, in particular, became a major influence. Known for his intelligence, discipline, and scientific approach to wrestling, Kowalski represented the bridge between legitimate athleticism and the theatrical world of professional wrestling. Sullivan admired Kowalski's ability to make violence seem both cerebral and believable. Later, when Sullivan would create his own dark, psychologically complex character, Kowalski's example of controlled chaos would echo through his work. By the late 1960s, Sullivan began quietly pursuing the possibility of entering the wrestling business.